Thursday, April 25th. In Norway, the German troops are advancing on all fronts, while Allied forces increase their pressure on Narvik. Meanwhile, RAF airplanes bomb Luftwaffe bases in Germany, Norway, and Denmark. Karl Donitz, chief of the U-boat Waffe, oversees the completion of the withdrawal of his submarines, a move made necessary due to problems with torpedoes. They have been unable to inflict the damage on the Royal Navy they were expected to. As Gunther Prien, commander of U-47, put it, the U-boat flotillas sent to the coasts of Norway were like soldiers sent to the front armed with wooden rifles. There is a spectacular increase in the amount of gold being sent to the United States. At the same time in Boston, the aircraft carrier Wasp is launched and quickly prepared to start service. In London, the Foreign Minister, Lord Halifax, meets with the Soviet ambassador, Ivan Maisky, to discuss a commercial agreement between Soviet Russia and Great Britain. In the meantime, the British executive orders the mobilization of 2 million men. Friday, April 26th. In Norway, the Allied troops withdraw to the outskirts of Lillehammer due to the pressure of the Germans moving towards Aldasnes. At the same time, in the area of Narvik, ships of the Royal Navy bomb the German positions involved in a fierce confrontation with Allied troops. In Berlin, Hitler optimistically declares he is convinced that Norway will very soon be under the dominion of the Third Reich, which will represent another failure for the British. The chief of the Kriegsmarine, Admiral Erich Raeder, denies statements by the British Admiralty that both the Baltic Sea and the North Sea have been mined by British ships and planes. They regard the information as a bluff on the part of Churchill. In Western Europe, the Belgian government resigns following serious disagreements within the executive. In the naval war, U-13, commanded by Max Martin Schulte, sinks the ancient merchant vessel Lily. Saturday, April 27th. After analyzing the situation in Norway, the British government decides that the 45,000 soldiers deployed in the area have little chance of achieving victory against the 80,000 men of the Wehrmacht, which can count on strong air and naval support. Some members of the executive support the idea of a gradual withdrawal over the following days, keeping up pressure on Narvik until the last minute. In Berlin, the German foreign minister, von Ribbentrop, supported by the propaganda minister Goebbels, distributes a fourth dossier, or white book, among the foreign press and embassies. It contains information intercepted from different Norwegian organs related to British plans to invade Norway, and is served up in order to accuse Britain of not respecting the sovereignty of countries which had declared their neutrality. Hitler sets the date for the start of the offensive in Western Europe for the first week of May, and tells Göring that 3,800 planes of all types must be ready for combat for the 5th of May. Holland, Belgium, and France must be destroyed, Hitler declares. Sunday, April 28th. In Norway, the Allies inform the commander-in-chief of the Norwegian armies, Otto Ruge, that they are forced to withdraw from the central region of the country under pressure from the Germans. Meanwhile, the Luftwaffe ravages the area of Kristiansand, and the city is totally destroyed. More than 1,300 planes of the Reich's Air Force are fighting in Norwegian territory. Hitler orders a halt in the building of the Graf Zeppelin aircraft carrier, stating that such ships are not effective in combat. The German press announces that Nazi naval forces have sunk 94 Allied ships and 17 submarines, as well as having shot down 59 planes. In Italy, the Regia Marina puts into service the 45,000-ton Vittorio Veneto battleship, capable of speeds of 30 knots. The Soviet government reiterates its desire to establish commercial relations with Great Britain, but the country will not reduce exports to Germany. Monday, April 29th. In Norway, the Allied troops gradually cede more territory to the Germans. After having lost all hopes of repelling the Germans, King Haakon VII and his family, along with the members of the government and the country's gold deposits, secretly set sail under tight security for Britain in the cruiser Glasgow. Rudolf Hogue, the first of the commandants, and a group of SS officials visit the new concentration camp of Auschwitz, Poland, and plan the system of forced labor and punishment to be applied to prisoners. In what will eventually become the largest center of Nazi extermination, situated 60 kilometers to the west of Krakow, a sign is erected stating, "Work makes you free." Hitler meets with Göring in the Reich Chancellery to analyze the Luftwaffe forces prepared for the invasion of the countries of Western Europe the following 5th of May. In the naval war, the British submarine Unity sinks in waters north of Britain, after colliding with a Norwegian merchant ship. Tuesday, April 30th. In Norway, the Wehrmacht armies advancing from Oslo and Trondheim on different fronts converge on the outskirts of Donbas. They have defeated the Norwegian and Allied forces, which have had to retreat to Aldasnes to be evacuated to Britain. The southern part of the country is totally controlled by the Germans. General Falkenhorst tells Hitler that the Norwegian campaign has been successfully completed. The Führer euphorically orders the OKW, the High Command of the Armed Forces, to meet in order to go over the plans for Operation Fall Gelb, the invasion of Western Europe. The command comes to the conclusion that, the Luftwaffe aside, 135 divisions and 2,400 tanks will be needed to attain the overwhelming victory desired by the Nazi leader. In Paris, the intelligence services inform the Allies that the German invasion will take place between the 8th and 10th of May and will probably happen through the Ardennes forest. The information coming out of Germany seems to be coming from Wilhelm Canaris, chief of the Abwehr, the Wehrmacht intelligence service, in an attempt to destroy the Nazi regime. SS units established the Lodz ghetto in Poland, where more than 250,000 Jews are sent. In the naval war, U-boats have sunk 29 Allied merchant ships in April.